Have some of these myths about meditation stopped you from starting a meditation practice or prevented you from successfully meditating and adding that to your routine? Well, today I'm going to go over 3 myths that are getting in your way of having a great meditation routine and practice. Welcome back, everybody, to The Art of Doing. We seek to inspire you to practice doing new and different things, discover new passions, and explore new curiosities. If this is your first time to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe, give us a like and a comment, and share some of this with your friends. Stick around to see what type of new content we get into. Today we're going to be going over some myths about meditation. There's a lot of media or movie descriptions and portrayals of meditation that don't really match the reality. And there's a lot of things that a lot of people think about meditation that prevent them from getting started and acquiring this practice. Or they really want to get into it, they know some of the benefits, and they want to try meditating. They attempt it, and some of the things that they think or have been told about meditation get in their way of successfully meditating and getting some benefit out of it. So let's jump right in to some of these myths. Myth number 1, and this is maybe the most important one. A lot of people think and a lot of people tell people that in meditation you have to clear your mind, have empty mind and empty thought. Well, let me tell you, that is impossible. This brain of ours is one of the most complex structures in the known universe. It is built for thoughts, and it is not possible to clear your mind. What you're attempting to do in a lot of the meditative fields is to practice clearing your mind. That's not to say that you have a clear mind. That's striving towards a goal, and the goal is not no thoughts. The goal is to have a better control over the amount of thoughts that you have. A lot of people talk about their mind is racing, and meditation is there to combat and to help you be able to combat that mind is racing, help you focus on the task at hand or what you would like to think about, or eliminate some of that negative self-talk that you have. So there's a very popular in Western societies type of meditation called mindfulness meditation. It's probably the one that I practice the most. And in mindful meditation, the basic principle is to attempt to get rid of your mind from racing and notice and be mindful when these new thoughts come into your mind, and not judge or treat yourself harshly for this new thought in there. Acknowledge that the thought came in and then just let it go. I like to think of it like a new thought is a balloon that I'm holding, a helium balloon. Comes into my head, I say, oh, I'm holding a balloon, and then I let it go and it flies away. I don't judge that the thought is there. I don't think I'm wrong for having the thought. I see that it's there and I let it go. And that's the majority of the practice. Again, not to have a clear mind, because it's not going to happen, but to be aware of the thoughts coming and going and letting them come and go with no judgment of yourself. Myth number 2 is that you have to sit motionless without making a sound, without making a move, and just sit there. Again, can't be further from the truth. There's a type of meditation called movement meditation, where you are concentrating on the movements of your body. This is another one that I do practice, not as much, but you can practice meditation as you're walking. You take a step and you notice as your heel falls and your foot rolls forward onto your toes. You notice the muscles contracting and relaxing in your legs as you move. You start to be aware and mindful of the way your arms move, how your back feels as you step forward. As you step forward with the other leg, is one hip tighter than the other? And this type of meditation puts you right in the present moment. You're not thinking about or worrying about what you have to accomplish later that day, tomorrow, the next week. You're not thinking about the mistake that you made earlier today, last week, last month. I wish I had done that. I shouldn't have done this. You're putting yourself right in that moment. And again, you're practicing the control of the thoughts in your brain. So again, can't be further from the truth about having to sit still. And another part of that sitting still and motionless is that you have to sit. A lot of people have this image of the meditator that's sitting cross-legged and statue-like. Another meditation practice that I love to do is a kind of a body scan, a kind of health check of your body, if you will. And I like to do this laying down. It's again a conscious awareness of how your body is feeling at the present moment. And I lay down and I take stock of my body. I usually start at my toes and work my way up, my toes, my feet, my ankle, feeling every bit of my body, paying attention to every sensation that I have, and working all the way up to my head. And I find that to be a very rewarding practice as well. I don't like to sit cross-legged, and that myth of having to sit and having to be motionless turns a lot of people off. Either they don't like to sit, they have a fidgety body, or they think they can't make that process happen for themselves. Well, again, you can meditate while you're walking, while you're sitting in a chair, while you're on the bus. Some people practice meditation while driving. It's a totally different thing, and I don't recommend you try it without delving into how to get that done. But it can be done safely. But that's myth number 2. You don't need to sit and be motionless to meditate. Now, before I get into myth number 3, if you are enjoying this video or getting any new information and appreciating what's happening here, please give me a thumbs up, give me that like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share this with anybody that you think would benefit from it. Now, myth number 3 is that you need a lot of time to start and maintain a meditation practice. And again, very much so a myth. You can meditate and get great benefit in the span of several minutes. And this kind of touches on myth number 2, where you have to sit still and be motionless in order to meditate. If you've got a long walk to your car after work, you can practice walking meditation and squeeze in your meditation into something that you're doing every day anyway. You can meditate for 10 minutes as you are awake in bed before you even sit up. You can meditate, like I said, on the bus somewhere. You can meditate right before bed. You can shut off the TV 10, 15, 20, an hour earlier than you normally would and get in your meditation there. It's very easy if you are conscious and thinking about the time that you spend and how you spend the time to be able to get a meditation practice started. And I do recommend starting with some movement meditation, doing this even in small 1-minute bouts from the car to the front door of the convenience store, and just start practicing what that feels like. You don't have to jump right in and be a yogi and spend hours in silence with the incense burning and chanting a mantra to have a great meditation practice. With anything, you have to, I'm saying practice over and over again, but you have to make that practice and get better at it. and you're not going to jump right in and be amazing right at the bat. I will in the future post some videos about how to meditate, maybe some other types of meditation. I'd love you to give me a comment. Have you tried meditation before and failed? And if so, why? And what types of meditation practice do you want me to discuss coming up in the future? Again, please subscribe to the channel, share this with some friends, click that notification bell so you're always aware of the new content that we have coming out. And let's remember to practice compassion, practice kindness, and practice humility. And thank you for being here with me to help me practice the art of doing. Click to subscribe up there. Some good videos to watch over here. Thanks, everybody.